Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner, and MacVoicesTV is at Photoshop World in Washington, D.C. We're in the Lensbaby booth talking to Kirsten about some unusual looking lenses. Kirsten, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks very much for coming by.
Well, tell me about Lensbaby. I've heard a little bit about it, but I don't know enough, so that's why I'm here.
Well, what it is a creative effects lens system for SLR cameras. We make them mount specific for 5 different SLR brands, and also for mirrorless cameras for Micro Four Thirds, Sony NEX, and the new Samsung NX system. And basically when you buy a Lensbaby, it comes with an optic that does selective focus. It gives you a sweet spot of focus and blurs out the rest. But we have what we call the Lensbaby optic swap system, which allows you to take that optic out and swap it for a different one. And we now have 8 different optics in our system, including a brand new one that we launched last month called the Edge 80, which is an 80mm optic that gives you a slice of focus, almost like a tilt shift lens.
It looks like you're doing things that a lot of us would have thought about doing in software, doing it in the lens itself.
Yeah, it's all about creativity in camera, just being able to get that really wonderful dynamic image in one click of the camera. And obviously all these photographers use different programs, to process their images, but to us, it's really so much easier to be able to capture that in camera and then do your color correction or whatever you want to do afterwards. But instead of doing your effects in software, you're doing it in the camera.
And that, I would think, would lead to things being a lot faster and also able to adapt at the scene. So if you didn't get what you wanted, you just shoot it again.
Exactly. And another thing is too, like our selective focus optics have a curved field of focus, so it does give you a different look than taking a flat image and adding an effect to it. It really, you can see what you're doing in the camera as you're taking it, and the way the lens moves around allows you to accentuate one area of the image just by moving the lens and pointing it where you want it to go. So it's really fun, it's really easy, and you get these incredible images, straight out of the camera.
Yeah, for those who are used to traditional lenses, as this and then this, these look quite a bit different.
They do. They're quite a conversation piece because they move around, and there's not really any other lens that allows you to move it around and point the lens in different directions. So,
what kind of pricing are we talking about for these?
Well, our lenses range from $150 for the Muse to $400 for the Composer Pro with the Suite 35. Our optics range in price from $40 to $300 for the new Edge 80. And they're available online at lensbaby.com. Plus, we sell through retailers all across the country. There's a retailers list on our website.
Great. Thanks so much for the introduction. We'll have to check them out.
Yeah, check it out. Thanks very much.
Folks, more from Photoshop World in Washington, D.C. I'm Chuck Joyner, and this is MacVoicesTV. Thanks for watching. MacVoicesTV is part of the MacVoices Group and a member of Mac Level 10.